What's up, Dunwoody? Welcome back to the podcast all about Dunwoody, Georgia. My name is Matt Weber. The show is brought to you by Dr. Brett Friedman with Village Orthodontics and Discover Dunwoody. And today we've got Big Play Entertainment on. I'm really excited about Big Play coming to our community. Valerie, you guys really helped us with the parade and that kind of thing. And Dunwoody doesn't really know a lot about Big Play. So I'm really excited about this and sharing the information. So I don't know where you want to start. Let's talk about where Big Play came from, why you chose Dunwoody, and we'll go from there.
Well, excellent. So, listen, we're so excited too, and we know Dunwoody's going to love it, especially once some of the clips come out of what the space looks like inside, and all the things that are available for everybody. But originated in Biloxi, Mississippi. That's the first location. It started there and has had other locations. And when looking in Georgia, we actually looked at Sandy Springs pretty heavily, but we ended up in Dunwoody, which I think worked out better in a way. I think this particular location could not be any better with just the amount of families and children and just
Close
age
by.
ranges, multi-generational, you know what I mean, all living right around it. So I think it's.
And I feel like you'd have more competition in Sandy Springs, at least north. I feel like that's whenever we go to one of those facilities, like a Dave & Buster's or one of those things, it's always north. I feel like it's never close to us.
Right. And so that's, there's almost like and it has to do with space. Like there's kind of like a hole around Sandy Springs, and there's just not a lot of large, open, available space to build something like this. So
that's true.
Some of these places are always, if you think about the ones over in like Norcross that are like big, huge warehouses, and because that's where you can build a big warehouse space and then lease it for whatever those types of businesses are. Top Golf and all those are up on West Side Parkway, because that's kind of that big open space. Yeah. So Dunwoody obviously is not going to have that around. It's so much suburban living that this is just like I think it's a gem that's just going to be right in the middle of this neighborhood for people. I'm so excited.
What do you compare it to? What do you compare Big Play to? Is like a Dave & Buster's, Stars and Strikes? Like what is... Or is it top tier? Is it nicer than all those places?
We like to think about this and talk about it at length, because those would be similar, nothing wrong with those places at all. In fact, we love all those places, but we like to offer a little bit more of an appointed experience, of just a little bit higher end, because it doesn't necessarily thrill me to think about taking my kids bowling and then hanging out there and eating hot dogs or something. But if I know that I can get a great salad and maybe a nice cocktail, like, okay, that feels better. And it smells good, and it feels good, and it's happy. And I mean, my friends might meet me there while our kids play. We want it to be just like a level above that. More for the people, not so much to distinguish ourselves as, that's bad, but we just know what people like, what they would enjoy is what we would enjoy too. Yeah.
Well, we were talking beforehand. So in Biloxi, the one that you have that's up and running, do people, like adults, come there just to go to the bar and restaurant? It's
Absolutely.
not just for, okay.
Oh yeah. Because
this is so close to my house, like 5 minutes from my house.
I know you can walk there, which is like, you can
a lot
walk.
of Kingsley can.
Yeah, you could go watch games on Saturday if you're into football or one of these things, and then
I am into football.
Not have to worry about parking or driving, because you can walk there. And I just, that experience of being able to walk places we don't get in Atlanta very much. It's such a car heavy centric living. And when you do get that, like I mentioned, I live in Roswell and I can walk to all sorts of things. It's just such a way to like be in your community and interact and socialize in such a like wholesome way.
Yeah. Well, Dunwoody doesn't have a whole lot of walkability, I feel like. And so it is kind of, I feel like you're in a strange place, just like right there next to the neighborhoods. But at the same time, like that's kind of what a lot of people have been pushing for a long time. So it works out well. And you have really done a good job with the parking lot. Like that was our staging area for the parade.
Yeah.
And, those trees that you planted, like the stairs that go from Kroger, and then the stairs that go, or like the path that goes to like up by Mount Vernon, I guess.
Right.
Like, I mean, you sunk some money into that parking lot.
Well, and I don't think you saw it
Which
after.
used to be just like a blank slate. Like you probably haven't seen this in years, but they didn't. I don't think Lidl did anything to the parking lot. I don't think since Harris Teeter probably.
No doubt. And I don't know if you saw it after it was resurfaced and restriped, because now it looks just like a whole brand new.
Yeah,
It's like getting a haircut times 10. It looks amazing. And the trees and so forth that were put in help to make it not look like a big Walmart parking lot or something. It just sort of gives it a little more aesthetically pleasing look. And
it's so much better, because there's so many people that are pulling out of that Kingsley neighborhood, and that's what they look at. Like, that's right next to their house. And so,
you don't want to look at
a good job with it.
Right. And that area is very nice. But those kind of improvement projects are expensive. So they're too expensive for necessarily city governments to just do them. And of course, it's private, it's owned property, so they wouldn't do that. So ownerships have to do it. They have to usually be done when something transacts at the beginning or the end, you know what I mean? Because the initial capital and so forth. But when you can do it, and so now it is like that whole area, I think it looks improved.
For sure. And you've still got, you've got tenants down on the right side, but it seems like you took some of that space. Is that right?
We did. I think, I don't remember. Someone said maybe there was a furniture store back there.
There was a furniture store behind you, and then there was a bar that went out of business before you guys.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you were mentioning the space right behind where the office is our space as well. Is that what you were talking about? Yeah.
Well,
yeah. And then on the bottom, behind CBS, that space, there's a corner space there right next to the consignment boutique that we are considering turning into additional event space. Okay. So maybe with something like alcohol available or something, but that's complimentary but different from Big Play.
Okay, so there's bowling, there's arcade, there's VR, laser tag, mini golf, restaurant, bar, place for the adults. What else am I missing? That's what's your favorite thing of all of those? Like, what's your favorite thing, and then what's the most popular?
Well, it's funny. The most popular, I think, people love video games, even though I wouldn't necessarily think when I went in there, like, yeah, I'm here for the video games. Yeah. But whenever I am around the games and I'm with my kids and we're playing and I'm riding bikes and we're doing all this stuff, and it's really fun. So, and especially like we were talking about the VR games, those are the technology involved in these games. And I really didn't know some of this. The costs for some of these games are just incredible. So they're popular. People love that. But I mean, I love bowling. I don't love it for hours, or, I don't know that I'm that great at it. And I did laser tag with my daughter in the Biloxi location recently. And it was so hilarious. There were these little boys in there, and you're not supposed to run because there are like set up kind of different things. And I would be chasing them. You better walk so fast. I'm going to get you. But it was we were just having a great time. Mini golf. I mean, all of it. So I feel like it's one of those things where you can go and you don't feel like you have to do everything. You go spend a couple hours and do a little bit, do it another. You could do it multiple days a week if you wanted. I mean, the point is, like, sometimes you feel like you have to go and do everything, the whole, like Six Flags. We're going to go do everything because it's a destination kind of thing. For the local people, you could go and just bowl a little bit. You could go eat, like we said, you could go just eat. The menu's going to be really good. I had salmon when I was at the Biloxi location. So, it's not just bar food. And, but what I think is cool, because I love watching college football. We love watching the Falcons. And so to go there and get like a table and be able to watch that, and not just be like at a sports bar, but like if I could take my daughter, because she doesn't like to sit there. She's only 9. She gets bored of that stuff, and like go take her, do some stuff, but still watch the game, eat some good food. I mean, I think you'll probably find me there a lot of Saturdays and Sundays, maybe Monday nights too.
Yeah, it's so close to neighborhoods. I mean, just you could walk up there, like you said. That's really cool. The is it kind of set up like Dave and Buster's, where you go? I mean, you can just walk in and like walk over to the restaurant. When are you actually paying? You're paying when you do the activity?
Right.
You're
When
not
you
paying to
walk
get in,
in,
really.
it's very similar to a lot of the other kind of family entertainment centers. You walk in, and then there's like a front area that you can check in and kind of figure out what you want. And there's usually machines around that you can reload cards. A lot of it's card driven for video games. If you've been to Dave and Buster's or anything recently, a lot of times they just use a card and you swipe.
Yeah.
And as well, you can get your golf if you want to, get your golf ticket, however the different things you want to do, you can kind of figure out there, but you can always walk back. And then the restaurant is kind of right straight ahead, so that if your kids are in the arcade, you can sit kind of where, in a way that you can see them while still in the restaurant.
Very important.
Mm-hmm. And then bowling is going to be right straight ahead, kind of taking up a big portion of the middle. And
I was going to say, how many bowling lanes do you have? That's a lot of space.
There are 16 bowling legs. So
wow.
it's going to be,
I guess that's why you kind of went to the right and opened up a little bit bigger, because you needed all that space.
Right, because where the jewelry store and some of those places were is where the laser tag is and the glow golf. And the other Biloxi side, I will say, has go-karts, which are fun. Ooh. But there's no room here for something like that.
No, that's a lot more space.
Yeah. So there's not some of the outdoor things that we could do in this location, but
you've been moving along really quickly, I feel like, because this was announced like March, right? And then now, when's the opening date? Do you have it yet?
We're looking at a little after Labor Day, and it's interesting because we're making great progress, but there's just so many moving pieces, and it's all coming together. But we're fortunate in that it will open. So if we don't make we really were aiming for July. So when we were like, oh, we have to look closer to Labor Day, we're like, it's okay. I mean, it'll be ready when it's ready. It'll be that much better. It'll be right. Yeah.
How was it dealing with Dunwoody? I know you've been all these different places, Tennessee and Biloxi. Like, was dealing with Dunwoody pretty smooth?
I think it went smooth. I think they're just like with any deal, there's things to kind of hash through. But overall, I mean, I believe that I'm honestly not sure if it was zoned for the correct thing, but I know that it ended up that way, and that might have been some of where we had to do some of the parking lot, so it wasn't overly, commercialized in a neighborhood kind of setting. But we haven't had any problems, and we work with the city of Dunwoody, and oh my God, we love all of the people that we've worked with, and people in the chamber and Discover Dunwoody. There's not a single person that we've met that hasn't been amazing. And I'll say that as much as we work and do in that for that full center, and then of course for Big Play, I feel like we should live in Dunwoody because it's like such a family to us.
Well, Dunwoody wants you to succeed. They really do. There's been 4 or 5 different businesses that have come and go over the years, and you guys have invested so much. You're supporting the parade, that kind of thing. And so Dunwoody really does want you to succeed. And my kids' birthdays are in August, so if you can open by then, that would be really cool.
I know we've already got a couple inquiries, and I'm like, oh, next year.
Right.
But I will say, given the interest, maybe if you can, parents, once we do open, if you want to look at a party at the end of the year or the beginning, like, go ahead and do it, because I think it's going to be tricky. Now, of course, midweek and afternoons, those will be easier, but the weekends are going to get booked fast. So book it as soon as you can.
And those places are so nice for birthday parties because, as a parent, like it's just having people at your house or like taking them somewhere is just a pain. Like having everybody show up and having you take care of everything, that is wonderful.
Absolutely.
They can't go anywhere. You're not like worried about them disappearing. I mean, it's all enclosed area. You can watch them.
You do your busy.
Really safe place.
Yeah, as a parent, if you get your invite out, you're done. And then the day comes, and as long as you get there and have whatever coordination you need with other parents, then you just show up and we'll get the rest. And that's
like the jump places. It's just there's people can get hurt there. I don't know. We've really enjoyed using facilities like yours for birthday parties, and so it'll be nice having them 5 minutes away.
Well, and I think I will say this, and I feel like I keep going back to like a broken record, but what I think is nice, because I have done all those things too, all the jumpy places, trampoline parks. I really, I love Sky Zone just because like I love to jump on the trampolines. I really dislike sitting at the little blue metal tables when my kids are jumping, doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I
I'm
hurt myself at Sky Zone. I tried to do the warp wall and I got it. I did get it, which impressed my children.
what
But
did you
at
do?
the same time, the warped wall, like the American Ninja Warrior, where you have to
Oh,
like run up the wall and jump and
did
grab it.
you? Did you do it? Or did
I
you
did
like
it.
pull
Yeah. I
something?
did. I did the high one. I pulled something while I was doing it, but I toughed through it and yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun.
I
I
know,
think I
right?
was on film.
It's awesome. But then after that, you were had to like go sit down and you just like had to sit on a metal bench
I did.
and
And they
think
gave me a
about, do
big
I
bag
want a
of
slushie
ice.
or a
Yeah.
Diet Coke? But I like thinking that
Not
I
the
can
best
go
thing.
up there and, look, we all have our little mini computers. I can go, especially in the afternoon, get a cocktail,
Yeah.
be like, go have fun. Just give me a minute, please.
Yeah.
Which I know, especially this time of year when our kids have been home all summer, it's a nice break. So, and
Ready to get them out
I
of
love
there.
being able to get a salad because I don't like junk food. And so many of these places, you can't get a salad that,
Yeah, it's more like a pretzel and a slushy.
yeah. And so then you're like, God, I'm hungry. And I don't. So I honestly think that a lot of the moms and women feel similar to that, where it's so nice when the parents are not an afterthought.
Yeah.
And they're just as much the forefront because then you're like, we can all have fun.
What's up, everybody? I'm Woody, your friendly Dunwoody AI Golden Doodle. Discover Dunwoody is all about community engagement. They work closely with local residents and businesses to foster a sense of pride and ownership in our city. This collaboration not only enhances the visitor experience, but also ensures that our local economy thrives. By involving everyone in their promotional efforts, Discover Dunwoody creates a welcoming atmosphere for visitors. If you're passionate about our community, be sure to follow @Discover Dunwoody on social media for updates on local initiatives. If you know anyone planning a trip to Dunwoody, direct them to whatsupdunwoody.com/hotels to find great hotel options. When they book through that link, they're directly supporting this show. Don't forget to check out whatsupdunwoody.com/events to find out what's going on around town. Let's come together to celebrate and support our vibrant community. Right.
Yeah.
Well, Labor Day, that's also right in time for football season, which
Yes.
is a big thing here in the South.
Yes. And there's a little, I say little because it's not an enormous space. It's probably about, I want to say 1,200 square feet, and that could be wrong, but there's a private room right off of the restaurant bar. And I could see having, an event especially if we have a lot of family that are huge Georgia fans and if it's an away game and it's someone's birthday and you're like, let's go do this in this room. And you've got the TVs and the food and then people can still come and go and do whatever. I think that's a great opportunity. It's like an adult birthday.
Yeah.
And then,
when this goes well, you've got all these other spaces that you can kind of move into and set up. And you were talking about that backside. It's really cool. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you there. I think that we'll have to do, we're going to have some soft openings leading up to the grand opening. So we'll probably do a lot of the community people that we've worked with.
Yes. I will tell everybody about you.
Yeah. And then you'll have to come in and kind of see and say, oh, this was, give us the feedback so that it's perfect when it's time.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about before?
I do want to say, because I know the community has been so excited for their kids and maybe some for themselves if they're watching to get jobs. And we are about to start so we're about to start in the next, I'd say 2 weeks with all of that. And so if you look on social media and the different avenues, you'll see that when we start hiring and if your kids were interested, because we got a lot of parents coming and kids being like, when are you opening? I need a job. So
what's the easiest way to find you?
BigPlayAtlanta.com. Big Play ATL. And as well, there is I think that Discover Dunwoody will have some great information on us too.
They always do.
Yeah. So I think that, and I'm not as familiar with that yet because I'm, just started talking with them. So I think that'll be a great way to see too. Yeah.
They're really good. They're a sponsor of the show. And so they're really good at getting out information to the city of Dunwoody.
Right.
So that's a good person to partner up with.
Right.
I'm sure they've reached out to you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I've talked to some of the people there too at the parade and, again, amazing, so nice, so complimentary, so want to be helpful. And I'm like, we really need to like live here and like live, eat, breathe Dunwoody, because
Yeah, you'd be heroes
it's like such a home. Yeah.
for sure. Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming on. Anything else you want to mention before we go?
Not necessarily, but I just want to thank like the community, because everyone has been really supportive, and we just can sense the excitement, and we know
Yeah.
that people are going to love it, which will make us so happy too. And then it's just this flywheel effect. So they're going to have this wonderful asset in their neighborhood that they get
Yeah.
to
Well,
use.
you made quite a splash already. Like, you gave us a whole bunch of money for the parade, which was wonderful. Like, because of that extra money, we were able to make the parade that much better.
Good.
What you've done with the parking lot and stuff, and supporting other businesses, really good.
Yeah,
So
well,
we're
we're
really
giving it
excited
back
about
to
it.
the same people that we know will come and enjoy these things, and that it's meant
Yes.
for. Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Well, thanks for coming on, and I'm excited about telling everybody about Big Play.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you so much, Matt, for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.